Sachin Gholab. I am working in New English School, Ashtapur, Taluka Haveli district, Pune. Hello students. Today we are going to start our first unit, Unit 1.1, and the title of this subunit is A Teenager's Prayer. Teenager. If you look at this title, the word teenager is very interesting. It is an age group. It starts from 13 and ends at 19. There is a fun. If you look at the spellings of 13, 14, 15, 16, every spelling ends with teen, T-E-E-N, teen. And so that this age group is called teenager, teenage. So you are also a teenager, and it's a prayer. It's a prayer, it's a request. You also pray to God. In the same way, in this poem, the poet or a teenager prays to God. Before starting this poem, we have to see some warming up activities. It is on page number 2. So first warming up activity is chit-chat activity. Chit-chat, we know chit-chat means when we talk to each other, that is called chit-chat. Here you are allowed to talk with your partner, to your friends, in groups. You will discuss and give the answer. So the activity is very simple. The activity is just like giving a rating. You have that type of experience. When you download any application from Play Store, or when you do online shopping, at the time you observe or you read the reviews and the rating of that particular thing or application. If you find the rating is 4.4 or 5, you think that this application is most suitable application for you. In the same way, here the situation is given. The situation is, let me read. When you have to take important decision, what do you generally do? You have to take important decision. At that time, what do you do? How you take the decision? Some options are given. There are 6 options. First option is consult parents or elders. You consult to your parents or any elder person in your family or surrounding. Second thing is contact friends for advice. You take advice of your friends. Third thing, pray to God for guidance. Sometimes there is a big dilemma in our mind. We cannot decide, so we pray to God. That is third option. Fourth option is think deeply in silence. Think deeply so that you can get the right solution. Next is ask your teacher for help. Sometimes we go to our teacher and discuss the problem with our teacher so that the teacher can help you, so that the teacher can guide you. And the last is toss a coin to decide. Sometimes we toss a coin. Now you have to think on the situation. What do you do when you have to take decision? If you find any one of the option most suitable, that generally you do that, you will give rating of 5. If you find anything very simple or you do not do that thing, you will give rating of 0 or 1 also. In this way, you have to do that activity. And the second activity, that is very important activity, let me read it. In poetry, very often there are lines in which the poet seems to talk directly to an absent person, an abstract idea or thing or object. Such a tactic or device used by the poet is a figure of speech apostrophe. For example, now you have heard the word apostrophe. There are 2 different meanings of this word. One is related to punctuation and second is related to figure of speech. In punctuation, we know that when we have to tell about possession, I will give example. Look at the title of the poem, The Teenager's Prayer. Teenagers. Here, the word teenager ends with apostrophe S. That sign of punctuation is called apostrophe. And now, second meaning that is related to figure of speech. Here the example is twinkle, twinkle, little star. Here the poet is speaking with the stars. He is directly speaking with the stars. So the definition of this figure of speech is when the poet seems to talk directly to an absent person, an abstract idea or thing or object, the figure of speech apostrophe is used there. Another example is given, death, where is thy sting? Here the poet is speaking with death. Actually death is an abstract thing. We cannot see it. When the poet seems to talk with an abstract thing, the figure of speech apostrophe is used there. Another example, O caveman, I wish I could live with you. Here the poet is speaking with that caveman. Okay. In this way, if you read those examples, you can understand the figure of speech apostrophe is used. The same figure of speech is also used in this poem. When we read that poem, you will understand it. So, I request you, you have to do both activities and write them in your book. So students, we'll begin our first unit now, 1.1, and the title of the poem is A Teenager's Prayer. So, I'll read the poem now. Each day brings new beginnings, decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. In the first stanza, the poet tells that every day brings new beginnings. There is beginning of new things on each and every day. And the poet has to take decisions. He has to take decisions. He has to choose the road of life. And which road shall I take? He has to take decision every day. So in first stanza, the poet is telling that every day brings new opportunity for me. I have to take decisions. Which road, which option shall I choose? That is a question in front of me. So, I need your help. In simple words, the poet says, I need your help. In second stanza, I can choose to take the road of life that leads to great success, or travel down the darkened road that leads to great distress. So, in second stanza, the poet is telling that there are two options in front of me. I have to take decision. If I take a right road, I will be successful. But unfortunately, if I take a wrong road, I have to face great worry, great tension in my life. Third stanza. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord. Here the poet is speaking directly to Lord. And in second chit-chat activity, we saw that a figure of speech apostrophe. This is the example of apostrophe. The poet is speaking to God. God is abstract idea. We cannot see God. But the poet is speaking to abstract thing, abstract idea, that is God. So this is the example of apostrophe. Please open my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. Here the poet is requesting God, oh God, I want your help. Please help me. Please guide me. Because I cannot see clearly. I don't know the results of the action that I am going to perform now. The results will come in future. So, oh God, I cannot see clearly. Please help me. Which road shall I take? Please guide me to stand with right things only. Please guide me. Please tell me what is right for me, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. I have many things in myself. I have many great ideas. I have many skills. But only best things should come out. Please help me. I need your help. In fourth stanza, help Lord to just say no when temptation comes my way. Help me to say no when temptation comes my way, that I might keep my body clean and fit for life each day. Oh God, please help me to say no. To which things shall I say no? To the temptations. What is temptation? The word temptation is given in bold type. The meaning is a strong wish to do something bad or wrong. If I wish to do something bad, if I wish to do something wrong, that is temptation. The temptations definitely come in my way, so help me to say no to these temptations. If I follow, if I go towards the temptation, then I have to face great distress in my life. So please help me to say no to the temptation that will definitely come to my way, that I might keep my body clean. If I say no to temptation, I can keep my body clean. I can keep my character clean. The temptation, most of the youngsters are becoming victim of bad habits. They are becoming addict. So that, oh God, to help me, please help me to say no to those temptations. If I keep myself away from the temptations, I can keep my body and my character clean. So I need your help. And in last stanza, the poet is telling that when my teenage years are over means finish, when I complete my teenager, when I will be 20 or 21, at that time, when my teenage years are over, I know that I will see that life is lived its very best with you walking next to me. And if I follow your advice, if you guide me in my teenage, what will be the result? The result will be very nice. I will see that I have lived my teenage very best. When my teenage years are over, I know that I will see that life is lived its very best with you walking next to me. And if I follow your advice, if you guide me throughout my teenage years, then what will be the result? I will be happy that I lived my teenage very best. And the reason is you guided me. With you walking next to me, you were walking next to me and I was following you. I followed your advice and the result is I lived my teenage very best. So in this way, in all those 5 stanzas, a teenager is requesting God to help him. The teenager needs God's help, God's advice. Now, let me tell you 2 very important things. One is rhyming pairs and another is rhyme scheme. In first stanza, the rhyming pairs are make, take. In second stanza, success, distress. In third stanza, see, me. In fourth stanza, wait, they. In last stanza, see, me. Now about rhyme scheme. We shall observe all the words, all the ending words of each line. Take example of first stanza. The last word of first line is beginnings, second make, third choose and last is take. So we shall give title to each word. Beginnings, we shall say A. Make. If the word make is a rhyming word for beginning, we shall give the same title A. It is not a rhyming word, so we will say it B. Third word, choose. It is also a different word. It doesn't rhyme with beginnings and make, so we shall give the title C. And the last word, take. It is a rhyming word for make. So we have given title B to make. So we shall write B for take. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, C, B. In the same way, all the 5 stanzas rhyme scheme you can check and you will find that it is A, B, C, B. Thank all of you for watching my video. Thank you.
आचार्य ऑनलाईन स्कूल या शैक्षणिक यूट्यूब चॅनलवर आपले स्वागत. या चॅनलवरील सर्व घटक आपणापर्यंत पोहोचवण्यासाठी लाईक, शेअर आणि सबस्क्राईब